August 7th, Saturday. So look at your channels, look at the papers, because she would be relishing all the moments, all the fun that she had for a whole year. Welcome, Kristine. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm delighted. So tell me, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh my goodness. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous girl. And you work for?
I work for ABC 7 News here in San Francisco.
Right. Yeah. You work with Dad Noise, my favorite.
Your favorite? He's great.
I told her, look, when you see Dan Noise, tell him I'm a big fan of his.
I will. Don't worry.
And you work with Cheryl Jennings?
Yes.
And you work with Dan Ashley?
Yes.
Is he as cute as he is on television?
They all look better than they do on TV.
And then, so Cheryl Jennings has been your mentor, right?
Yes, she has.
It's incredible. So how did you decide on being a newscaster?
Well, when I was younger, I wanted to.
2 years ago?
Maybe like when I was in elementary school
Okay.
or high school, you can say.
All right.
I wanted to. I'm not the type of person that likes to do the same thing every day.
Right.
And with journalism,
yeah.
you never know what you're in for.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Yes.
But as I got older, as I started working in the industry,
Right.
I realized that there's more to journalism than just
Right.
reporting the facts.
Exactly.
Cheryl Jennings, for example,
Oh, yeah,
has
she's
been,
great.
yeah, she's taught me why she loves journalism so much.
Right.
She likes people stories. She
Right.
likes using the media to help others.
Exactly.
And I think that that's a really good philosophy to go by.
Exactly. Now, when you grow up, who do you want to be? Connie Chung, or Terlin Joe, or Wendy Dakuda? They're all great idols of mine. Who do you think?
I like local news because
Right.
I like the personal touch on
Right.
it. And so when I grow up, I'd like to be an anchorwoman in the Bay Area.
Oh, great. So, with some of these anchor women, you wonder, like Wendy Dakuda, they always look great, right, with their presence and so forth.
Yes.
You never know that they have, in fact, kids. How do they do that? How do they manage that? Have you talk with them about being a woman, anchor person, a career woman, and all of these things hand in hand?
Well, it's just like any other job,
Exactly.
right? I mean, you have children. How do you manage to be a host and also a mom?
Oh, that's right, because I'm having so much fun. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at. Oh, I love to show these pictures of you. Look at this. We will show. Here are some of your pictures. Was that the first time? This is the first few months of your reign.
I believe this was several months ago, and this
okay.
was a read aloud day at an elementary school.
Okay.
And I just went to read to children, which was a lot of fun.
I mean, are you going to be missing this experiences?
I am. It's been such a fun year.
Oh, look at that.
The crowning moment.
Exactly. And August 7th, you get to
I
put
get
the
to
sash in somebody.
Right. August 7th, I'll be passing down my crown to my successor.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how about that? How many girls started when you started the competition? How many were you?
I believe there were 24 my year. There are 22 this year.
Oh, look at that. Okay, was that your talent show?
No, this was my ethnic costume.
Oh, okay. Oh, what,
Yeah,
did you have like a talent competition?
We did. For talent, I played the piano. I've been playing the piano for since I was 8.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm a classical pianist.
Wow, how about that? Oh, look at that.
This was a charity fashion show that I did called Legacy Through Giving, and it's a fashion show that benefits, I think, over a dozen charities.
Wow.
So it was a lot of fun.
That's amazing. Oh, how about that? Oh, your parents must be so proud of you.
You know, when I first told them that I was participating in a pageant, they weren't very happy about it. I think any parent would not be happy to hear that, you know, their daughter's going to be in a pageant because of all the stereotypes. But after I got into it, they've realized that it's not what they expected. And they've been very supportive ever since.
Well, they have to spend a lot of money getting you dressed up. Oh, look at that.
Well, we have sponsors for that, so you find sponsors.
Okay.
So the green dress that you saw earlier was sponsored by Peter Liu, owner of Orange Caterpillar here in San Francisco.
This is nice.
This is designed by Monique. She's also a local designer, and this was a charity fashion show for the Chinese hospital.
Oh wow! Oh, Chinese hospital.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how about that Vic Lee, right?
Vic Lee, yes.
Oh, I like
one of my many mentors.
Tell him I'm a big fan of his too.
Okay, will do.
That is so cool. Oh, how about that? Who was the other one?
This is a very good friend of mine. I met her through the pageantry. She's third Princess Carolyn Fung.
Oh, I see. How many princesses are there?
There are, let's see, there's Miss Asian America, who's the winner. There's Miss Asian California, Miss Asian San Francisco, first princess, second princess, third princess.
Oh,
and
my
then
goodness.
there's your Miss Congeniality, Miss Photogenic, and Miss Talent.
So what will you miss the most?
I will miss all these events. I'll miss being Miss Asian San Francisco at all the events that I've attended, charity events, and yeah.
Would you join other pageants?
I think that I'm retiring.
A bit too early to retire, right? A bit too young to retire.
I mean, I've gone through the experience.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I think it's about time I focus on my career.
That's true. Yeah. So tell me, what would you advise young girls? You know, I mean, here you are, you're a classic pianist. You are working on television. You're a beauty queen. My goodness, what else is there that's missing? Did you have any other lives? You're always working, I would imagine.
No, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, these are all things that I've seen growing up, right? I watched TV news as I was growing up. I watched beauty pageants as I was growing up. And these are things that I've always been curious about. So what I would tell young girls is to just follow your dreams.
Exactly.
You don't ever want to live life regretting that you never tried something. I mean, this is a time to try it. Right?
Exactly.
You'll never know unless you try.
Exactly. Well, you know, what's so interesting is, you know, I read the paper, as I was reading the newspaper yesterday, I was really excited because for the first time, there would be a Filipina Chief Justice of the California Supreme Court.
Yes.
She's a Filipina. Yep. And guess who appointed her? Schwarzenegger. Isn't that awesome? So I thought, you know, I mean, that's a breaking moment, you know, and you know, I was disliking Schwarzenegger for a while there with all these furloughs and all of that, and the California economy in the tank. But you know, when he appoints someone from a minority community who does not have much of any voice, who does not have much of a representation, I thought, well, you know, hey, you know. Okay, you know, you partially redeemed yourself.
You've gained a few brownie points.
Exactly. Keep it up, you know. But that's good, right?
Yes, it is.
So let's talk about your daily experiences. What do you do, like when you're at Channel 7? How do you interact with all these Danois,
on-camera personalities?
Exactly.
You know, they're just regular people. They're my coworkers. They're there to help me, and I'm there to help them. I mainly work at the assignment desk, where we handle breaking news. It's the assignment desk. It basically acts as a dispatch center. It's where you know, we find out what's going on, and we decide who to send. Whether just to send a photographer or to send a reporter with the photographer, or you know, it just we make those calls.
Let's say, for instance, that the editor of Channel 7, you know, wants to like challenge you, right, and give you a big story. What would that be? is it one of the current events today? The British petroleum oil spill? Would it be what's happening in Afghanistan? would it be what the economy? What do you think would be a big challenge for maybe not just you, but like an aspiring, newscaster, anchor person?
That's a big question.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, with the oil spill and
Right.
with the war in Afghanistan,
Right.
those, because you have to remember that we are local news,
Oh,
right?
that's
So
right.
we
Right.
focus on Bay Area news.
Right.
And right now, a big story is Johannes Messerly and the BART shooting, the
that's
Oscar
right.
Grant story.
Yes,
I think
yes,
that
yes.
is huge. It's huge. You know, that,
Exactly.
and then more recently, the 580 shooter,
Yeah, right.
who, was pulled over by a CHP officer and shot at cops while wearing body armor. So,
Oh my God.
so it was very difficult to arrest him and or harm him.
Exactly.
I'd like to know how he got that body armor, since it's
He really planned it, in other
well,
words.
it's illegal to have, and he's also a parolee.
Ah.
So it's interesting to, I think that, you do see a lot of crime on local news, but I
Exactly.
think that it's very interesting to try to be the investigative reporter and piece the pieces together.
Right. Well, let's take, for instance, local news, being local government. I would be very annoyed if I'm a newscaster and the big news for today at the Board of Supervisors is whether or not there should be a ban on sale of pets. To me, that would just be so annoying. Because every parent, I mean, come on, your daughter, your son, they want to have a pet, a dog, a cat, a rabbit. I mean, where would you get them? From a pet store, right? But
Or the SPCA.
yeah, but you don't know where they came from, or the SPCA, right?
Yeah, but a lot of the animals there do need homes, though.
Oh,
Right.
great! I'm talking to the wrong person here. Okay, next question. Okay.
I'm a big animal lover, so
Okay, right. Well, at least I cannot afford a fur coat, so that would not be my problem today.
good.
Exactly. Okay. Well, have you been watching the Board of Supervisors?
Have I been watching them?
Yeah, their hearings and so forth. Rose Chung, right?
Yes, I do.
I like Rose. I mean, I think she's an incredible woman.
Yeah.
As a
she
matter of
is.
fact, it was so funny. She must be such a worker. When I was trying to get you to be in the show, and I was talking to Rose, guess what? She called me at 2:20 in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
No, I mean, to me it was like, I work late, and I thought, Rose, oh hi Rose, and it's like, I didn't even think about it. She goes, oh Myrna, I'm sorry, for calling you late. It was 2:20 in the morning. Next thing there was a text message. It's like, okay, I get the picture, Rose. You don't sleep.
She doesn't. I mean, she's putting together our 25th pageant this year.
Oh my
That's going to
God.
be in a couple weeks. It'll be on
August
August 7th
7th, yes.
at the Palace of Fine Arts at 6 p.m. And tickets you can buy at MissAsianAmerica.com.
Okay, all right.
And it's a great charity event as
Yeah.
well. Each year, the Miss Asian America pageant actually backs several charities. We
Right.
support charities. And this year, we're supporting the Asian Liver Center at Stanford, as well
great.
as APA Family Support Services. So before and after the pageant, we'll be asking for donations, and these
Right.
donations will go to those particular organizations.
That's excellent.
Yeah, and I believe Rose has committed to donating a minimum of $5,000 to APA Family Support Services this year.
No wonder she doesn't sleep.
No, she's an amazing woman.
I know. She's a superwoman.
She is. She is. This on top of, her regular daily job.
And she is also a nurse,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
She's a nurse. She ran for supervisor. She worked for supervisor Aaron
Peskin.
Peskin and then Supervisor David Chu, while at the same time conducting these beauty pageants.
Yes.
And working with people like you.
Yes.
So she has to be like a role model for a lot of women as well, right?
Oh, she is. She is. I mean, the whole reason why I got into pageantry was because, obviously, you know that I
Right.
want to be a TV reporter.
Right, exactly.
But Growing up, I was a very shy girl.
Oh, really?
I was always that
Who
girl.
could tell that? Right, exactly.
Now you say that, but 10 years ago, I was that girl sitting in class who would look down at her paper because I didn't want anyone to call on me.
Really?
Because I was that afraid to speak. And what better way to overcome your fears than to be in a pageant?
Right, right.
You work on confidence.
Exactly.
You work on public speaking.
Exactly.
You work on social skills.
Exactly.
And it's a great way to grow. And Rose has taught me a lot.
Well, what do you think of these? A lot of people. We watch Entertainment Tonight and all these gossipy news about celebrities and so forth. Now, there's big money in that. Wouldn't it be so tempting to do that as opposed to being a quote serious newscaster?
Well, I think with entertainment news,
right,
you don't make an impact on the community.
Yeah.
With what local news, you can. Some stories that I've worked on, human trafficking in the Bay Area.
Exactly.
Children with celiac disease. These are stories that really hit home for some people.
Yeah. And
I think that's what I would lean toward.
Exactly. That's great. That's excellent. So let's talk about the human trafficking then. A lot of girls are taken from where? From Thailand,
Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand,
and
Korea.
All right. That's where. Who is that? The two journalists who crossed the border and they ended up being imprisoned in North Korea.
Yes, the current TV.
Right, exactly.
Yuna Kim.
Right.
And Lisa Ling's sister.
Right. Did they release their findings?
Their findings?
Yeah, because that's what they were doing, right? They went to North Korea. They were doing a story, weren't they, about human trafficking. But then they became the story.
Yes. No, they never released what their story was.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's part of the deal to let them out of the country. Because there's another guy who is a scientist. He's in North Korea right now. I think he's trying to kill himself. But yeah, I mean, that is serious business.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting. In the Asian community, there seems to be a lot of problems with brothels, and what is your take on those? Because they're not just you would think in a Tenderloin or in Salad Market or in Chinatown even, but then you find them in the Sunset area and the Richmond, in homes actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a lot of the big problem is that people don't know about it. Because this is all done underneath the table. People don't report it. They don't like talking about it. It's this taboo, right? But I think that if people are more aware of their surroundings, or more aware of what's going on in the community, then they can actually make a difference.
Right.
Like, how are you going to solve a problem that really isn't, that you don't even know is a problem?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So when all these young girls see you, right, with your crown, your sash, obviously they look up to you. What do they ask you, and what do you tell them?
What do I tell them?
Yeah.
Young girls usually just say, "Are you a real princess?" And then
tell them, yeah.
I say, "Yes, I am." No, I just tell them that it's very important to give back to the community, because that's really what Miss Asian San Francisco does.
Right.
That's what I do. I mean, I go to charity events.
Right.
I charity fashion shows. I go and read to elementary school students, and it's just giving back.
Right. That is so excellent. Especially at this time when, a lot of, I would think that it's very difficult this time and this age for young people. I don't think I'll survive it. Thank God I'm old.
You're not old. What are you talking about?
Well, I stopped counting at 29, but I'm just joking. But when there is so much pressure to be beautiful, to stay young, and to have a boyfriend and so forth, that must be so. To have somebody like you who's accomplished, who concentrated on your schooling, who's having a career, that's gotta have a serious impact, a very positive impact to young people.
Yeah, well, I mean, I credit it a lot to how I was raised.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that if you're more grounded, if you
Exactly.
were raised with certain values,
Yeah.
you know, you just tend to be a certain way.
I mean, look at Lindsay Lohan, the poor girl is
I know.
crying. She's
Yeah,
going
but
to jail.
entertainment industry, I mean, she was acting when she was just a little girl.
Exactly.
You know, it was not a normal upbringing for her.
Exactly. Well, and how about like Paris Hilton? I don't know how that girl became. Anyway, you know, I told you she's gonna be fun, right? And she is a lot of fun. But anyway, we are, as usual, we're always running out of time on this show, and I would like to thank you very much and wish you the very best, and congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Get a ticket for the Miss Asian pageant and see her transfer her crown and her sash to another, you know, blooming, beautiful girl. Thank you so much. Say hello to Rose for me, and I will try to watch you.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, and ladies and gentlemen, it's nice seeing you again, and we'll see you again. Good night.